Hello and welcome to episode 10. Welcome and hello, rather. I keep messing up.
Yeah, you do.
Oh God, that's not good at all.
Okay, Trey.
So my name's Trey is my name actually. Thank you. Oh, good, thanks.
Yeah, keep it fresh. You know.
All right, that's out of order actually because we got Terry in the back and English on the knobs and special guest, my girlfriend Tamara Lyle.
Hey,
baby. Hello, guys.
Okay.
She didn't even have a mic. You can't even hear. Anyway, so I hope you don't want to like chime in at all. She's on her phone. She's like, nah.
Yeah, she's doing it.
I hope that's on silent because we got a hot mic in here. It's we're
Hello?
Hello? They're selling like hotcakes.
Oh,
They are selling like
probably
hotcakes.
address that actually.
Yeah.
So the question for the day is my girlfriend actually was wondering what the phrase selling like hotcakes, why?
I just don't
Because-
understand it because
Yeah, it's pancakes, of course, but like why pancakes? Because why not
Selling like hotcakes.
cupcakes? Because I feel like those sell more. If you
Or
bring some
Crocs.
cupcakes to work. Nope. If you bring some cupcakes to work and you were for whatever reason charging for them, then I feel like you would sell more than if you brought a bunch of pancakes.
Who doesn't want pancakes? You put
I love
some
pancakes,
butter
but-
and some syrup, and you just watch it just go down the pancake, and you just like you just want to get in there. Like it's hotcakes.
Let's move past how uncomfortable we are and address the fact that you just described something that needs supplements. You need additional things to make it good. If you just eat a pancake by itself, it sucks. If you eat a cupcake right out of the packaging with zero heat or anything applied to it, that is a good cupcake. No, but it's a finished.
Jimmy's on it. Jimmy's and frosted.
I feel like, isn't that like a bad term?
What?
Jimmy's?
Yeah, isn't that like thank you.
Yeah.
Up here in Mass, we say Jimmy's. We don't call them sprinkles.
But
we call
that's
them
like,
Jimmy's.
I think that's
You're supposed
rooted
to
in
say sprinkles
racism.
now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's Jimmy's and rainbow sprinkles.
Thank you.
But
It's
no,
Jimmy's.
right?
and
But
rainbow
which ones are
sprinkles.
those?
Jimmy's is the chocolate one.
Yeah,
Pretty sure it's racist.
I love chocolate.
99% sure. Okay, we have a lot of debate started here
Okay.
today.
Let's-
One of them is that,
Yeah.
and the other one is why are hotcakes selling so well?
Yeah, go.
Tell us
message
about
and
that.
Tell us what you
IHOP.
think about that.
Tell us
IHOP.
about that, IHOB.
I would like to say welcome back, Trey. By the way,
Thank you.
Thank you. It's good to.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to
Missed
have you back,
guys
my friend.
last week.
How did you guys? How did you think we did last week, Joey and I?
Good. It's good.
Enjoy
Joey made me
Uncomfortable.
feel emasculated in a lot of ways. As soon as he started speaking, I was like, man, I'm feminine.
Joey does that to everyone,
Yeah,
by
it's
the
the
way.
voice. I was just like,
It is.
oof,
That
that
voice,
is
man, it's a beautiful-
yikes. So also I don't like how he felt up Terry here,
Yeah.
who is not centered. That's good. That's the wrong way. There we go. That's centered ish. Great.
Terry looks great.
That's gonna bother me forever. All right. So, but yeah, it's good. You guys did great. I have a couple things to address, actually.
Okay.
Number one, the Space Force is technically already in existence. There's like a space division of the Air Force that they focus on space relations already. The reason that they're doing this is because like the Air Force is given a budget.
Right.
And the space, I can't remember exactly what they call it, but they have like a space division of the Air Force
Okay.
that handles that. That is given kind of last priority for the money for the budget. So they get almost nothing.
Fair enough.
Meanwhile, they have more employees than NASA does.
Really?
More people working for space operations work in the Air Force than do NASA. So they are a huge, huge group that is getting almost no funding. So that's why they're splitting it off so that now they will get a space force. I hope that's not the name. That's so bad. So they will
That's
get
awesome
they
name.
will get a budget for their own like operations. So it's actually kind of smart, but they've been talking about it for years and years
Yeah,
and
a long
years.
time now.
So let's not give credit where it's not due. Hint, hint. So anyway, sorry. Oh, I didn't mean that.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
That was a little too charged. So anyway, but that is one thing I wanted to say because I thought that was really cool. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I hope it's Space Corps though, because I feel like that makes way more sense than
Space Corps.
Space Force. This is not.
sounds like a video game.
It
or
sounds
something.
fake. It does. It sounds like science fiction almost. Just like not good. Like
Like a
not
C
well
commercial.
written science fiction. Just like poorly written.
Sounds like
science fiction.
a commercial. It could be like, "Welcome to the Space Force," and all these like I picture like Star Fox coming out
Okay. My question to you is a commercial for what?
to join the Space Force.
No.
Make America great again and help the space.
Okay, what I said was charged. That was just not related to anything at all.
Hey, you
That
know,
was detached from all things. Not
okay.
relevant at all. So, but good joke.
Thank you.
Make space great again. And was that a Joey's joke? Did he make that last week?
No, I don't think so.
Well,
Joey
then I
was
made it.
talking like Optimus Prime. What'd you think about the Optimus Prime impersonation?
It was good. It was long. It was
Joey-
very long.
There was a little battle there between
it
Optimus
was.
and Mickey.
It was. I got worried for Mickey there.
Yeah, I felt scared, to be
I
honest
forgot
with
a little bit that Optimus Prime was a good guy for a moment.
you. Yeah,
'Cause
Joey
it felt
made.
a little.
I feel like he should have
a
been
little
like
aggressive.
more like Megatron, because he's the one looking for the cube. Give me the cube,
true.
boy! Like
It's,
Optimus
right.
is like
the
protecting
Allspark
the
thing
cube.
isn't
Yeah.
that like the thing the bad guys want?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So why is he looking for the Allspark?
What was that?
That's my impersonation.
That was really.
Bring me the. I can't.
Bring me the cube, boy!
Bring me the Allspark. Is that good? That was close.
Oh boy.
Tyler's nodding. So yeah, short answer. It was long,
Okay.
but it was great. Also, I appreciated you guys' song of the day. I was worried about that, leaving it in your hands. However, it was literally the song I was going to pick. So
Really? See,
high
look at
five
that.
there.
Oh, man,
And I
see?
just told him for the first time that he didn't even know that. But
Wow.
I was really excited when you said that. I was like, yes,
Yeah.
because it's a really good album. Did you
It-
listen to the whole thing yet?
I haven't listened to the whole album,
It's
but I've
really
listened
good.
to a few good songs. So.
Yeah, it's one of those that like it feels very much like what was that one with Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac,
That's-
Rumors.
Oh, rumors.
Rumors. Remember that one album? It's like a huge. You know that album?
No.
Oh God. You,
was a big
you people
success.
at home, they know. No, it's a classic album involving a couple who has had their issues. It's actually very parallel.
Yeah, but it's
now that I think
Jay-Z and
about
Beyonce, so
Right.
you got to check it out. You got.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like
only
an
out-
instant
yeah.
classic.
Exactly.
So it's Never Going Back Again. Never Going Back, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's just saying the whole song there.
That was good.
But it felt very much like that. I feel like it's an instant classic. I think it's going to be one that's referenced a lot.
Very nice.
And yeah, so it was very good. So good job with that.
Thank you.
There was one other thing.
One other.
I watched it with Mary. What was there? I feel like there was one other thing that I wanted to address. You guys were talking about some cool stuff that I wanted to kind of talk about. But it was
Well, you
like
talked
I
about-
told her. Like I even said I was like there. I really wanted to be there because like you guys.
We talked
There's
about
good
the
conversation going.
space cadets, space force, whatever you want to call it.
Space cadets, that's worse.
Yeah.
Wow.
What else? We talked about J&B, obviously the album. We talked about what else did we talk about? Oh yeah, and then we had my thought of the day, kind of like my thought about life and about people like hating each other. Like, gotta stop the hating.
Right.
We gotta start the loving.
Yeah, that was good. Okay, I feel like there was
Then we
something
ended
else.
it with Optimus and Mickey.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It'll come back, I'm sure.
I'm sure it will. It always
Ooh, question for you, actually.
Yes.
That was addressed to me by a fan.
will. Really, a fan?
I
Does
don't
Kiko have
remember.
a
I don't
fan?
remember who it was. But they are a big fan of you.
Really?
Again, don't remember who it was.
Hey, shout out to you, whoever you are.
Did Andrew from work ever tell you Cheez-Its or Goldfish?
Cheez-Its. He did tell me.
did tell you?
Yeah, Cheez-Its.
All right. I forgive you, Andrew. Mostly, you didn't do anything. I doubted you.
You prefer goldfish?
No.
Cheez-Its.
Okay,
No, I
good.
forgive him for. I apologize for doubting you. Is the better.
Cheez-Its.
Goldfish.
Cheez-Its over everything.
Cheez-Its, dude. Goldfish, no, they're not
No,
terrible.
the rainbow goldfish are really good.
They're really good, but they're not as good as Cheez-Its.
Yeah,
And,
Cheez-Its,
guys,
Cheez-Its
I don't want to divide us again. This was last time's debate. We're not.
Yeah, all right.
Come on.
All right, let's
grow up.
move on now.
So,
What do we got? Some music.
moving on. Yes,
we go.
music. So let's talk about that. Oh, catching up first. We should
Oh,
probably do
yeah.
that real
Oh,
quick.
yeah.
Anybody have anything interesting happening this week? Like something about a house, or
Tyler's getting ready to move into his new house
Yeah?
soon, so big news for him.
are you texting?
You're a landlord now.
He is landlord now. He owns a house. He's going to start renting it out to people.
Yep.
And making some big bucks. Can I move in?
So
Oh, he's going to
He
after the
needs a
mic.
mic.
I
Yeah,
feel like
he
this is going to be a negative answer.
drop the mic.
Maybe he'll surprise me.
1,500 a month
Jeez, and Christmas breaking the bank.
for a bedroom,
For a bedroom.
1 bedroom.
1 bedroom. Do I get a kitchen?
You can have a shared kitchen.
It's highway robbery right there.
No, it's not. No, it's reasonable. Come on.
What?
These days, come on.
$1,500
In today's
for
economy?
1 bedroom?
It's reasonable.
No.
It's a pretty
reasonable.
good bedroom.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I haven't even seen it yet, but I know. I feel it.
you think I would cheap him out on the
feel
bedroom?
like it's good.
You
Question:
might.
Can I have a pet?
Yes.
Ooh, actually did not expect that at all.
I like
Question:
pets.
What did you say?
I like pets. Animals are cool. Get a monkey.
Well, no, but having a pet would make
Oh
me
my
happy,
gosh.
Yeah.
and thus
You-
surprised
that's
me
fine.
that you allowed it.
You're paying $1,500. You can have a pet.
Cool.
You can have a pet alligator if you want. For that price,
Ooh,
you
that
can
would
have.
be cool.
And then he's gonna.
As long as I can stick a
Friggin-
saddle on him and ride him around town.
That
would be
just
awesome.
got
Feel like
really
if I'm
weird.
allowed to have an alligator, I won't let that happen.
Damn.
So
That's bad.
yeah.
You're bad.
You remember when that Optimus thing went on forever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't really
I'm
forever.
getting vibes
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That we're
Let's
doing this again. Let's move
okay,
on.
let's move on, please.
Let's
Yeah.
move on. We caught
Let's-
up real
let's
good.
keep the
Anything
people
else
at home.
happening this week? Did anybody else have a good week?
I had a great week,
Good
man.
week?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Fantastic.
Tell us a good thing that happened this week.
Dude, I woke up today, man.
You woke up today.
Mashallah, all praise to the Most High, man.
go.
That's what we're talking about. That's what it's
Absolutely.
all about.
Yeah. That's
You see another day, man.
This is what
It's
it
a
is.
blessing.
I felt negative because I haven't seen Kiko in way too long,
Oh,
and
man.
this is
It
what
has
was.
been a while
It's
since
been
we've
way
seen
too long.
you.
It's been 2 weeks now, man.
It has been.
Because last time we recorded was last Wednesday, so it's been almost. That's a lot of hours. I don't know why I tried to go the hour route. It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's been a fortnight, isn't it? Isn't a fortnight is 2 weeks?
The video game?
Oh, no.
I'm a little confused right
Wait.
now. Were you talking about how much you miss me, and then we were talking about video games? Or which?
I feel like a fortnight is 2 weeks.
I have no idea.
Before it was a video game, I feel like fortnight is.
It doesn't matter.
Matters
You heard
a lot.
it. Trey missed me.
Yes, I did miss you, and I feel good now that
Good.
you were
I'm
positive
glad.
in my life. Mary, did you have a good week?
I did have a good week. I just
Awesome.
don't remember what I did.
Hey,
That's
sometimes those
good.
are the best weeks ever.
Yep. No.
That's implying drugs. What?
No.
No, it's not.
I came back from Virginia.
Oh yeah, so
Hey.
Mary went to spend a week with her cousin
Yes,
Kirsten.
my
Shout out to
cousin
Kirsten.
Kirsten.
And happy late birthday. It was her birthday.
On the 18th, and mine was on the 7th.
Right.
Happy birthday to you,
And
nice
we got
ladies.
tattoos. We got matching tattoos.
Oh
Yes.
boy.
I got the moon, and she got the sun.
Her moon's actually really cool. It's if you look at it from this angle, it's her birthday moon.
Oh.
So for the 7th, and then if you look at it from the other way, it's the 18th, right? Mm-hmm. Which is really
So
cool,
this is
actually.
how I see
Right?
it?
That's what I said.
Oh.
I was like, way to make a basic tattoo really meaningful. That's really cool.
Yeah,
That's
it
deep.
really hurt.
Yeah. Okay.
Would not recommend.
So, but that's really cool. Speaking of birthdays, one of my best friend Bree, it's her birthday on the 4th of July, actually. And speaking of the 4th of July, we're gonna record Monday early before the 4th of July, which will come out after the 4th of July. So it'll be really detached and.
Don't worry.
it'll
We'll
be
have a
great.
special episode
It'll be
for
great.
you
It'll be
beautiful
special.
people out
It'll be
there.
special. We'll be super patriotic in here. We might add some red and white to this
Yeah. God bless America.
because of the colors.
Let's
of the
make
flag.
America great again.
Why? See, I feel bad.
All right, let's go.
Moving on. So, one important thing that happened this week, and I have my phone out because I feel like we should mention this. Why are you laughing still?
No, I'm sorry.
It's not funny.
It's 10 o'clock at night, so I get a little
That's true.
sleepy.
We're very late right now. We usually record much earlier. So this is a big thing. Meek Mill's the rapper, who's one of my favorites. His whole thing was in 2008 he was arrested and convicted of a gun charge. He was on his way to a corner store and he had a gun on him illegally. He didn't have a license for it, and so they arrested him and convicted him, and he went to jail. And then they put him on 5 years probation,
Yeah.
which would have ended in 2013. And then
He did some other things.
not really though. Like that was the thing, is like he like kind of violated his parole every now and then, which is
Yeah.
like you're not, it's not okay, but like
Right.
it's stuff that like was very, very, very minimal, like so
Yeah.
minimal that like in all the articles that I looked for, I could not find a mention of what it is he did, which to me means nothing. Like that means oh, actually I remember this. He toured. He wasn't allowed to leave the area, but he's a hip hop artist, so
Right.
he was touring America. He didn't leave the country, but he was like touring.
But that was okay to tour the country?
No, but like he's like, it was kind of like, you know what I mean? Like it's you're violating your parole, but also like you're a famous artist. It's gonna be very hard to like. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's like kind of like a moral gray area, but at the end of the day, like wasn't that big of a deal. And then let's see, in 2017 in November, he was charged with reckless endangerment
Oh, that's
for
bad.
popping a wheelie on a dirt bike. And I'm fairly sure
Oh, yeah, I
it
remember
was
that.
like on his own land or something like that.
Oh.
And he just wasn't wearing a helmet. So he was like, it was
So if it's on his own land, he's not really.
I don't remember if it's on his own land. Like,
okay.
don't quote me on that. But
All right.
like, it's something not that big of a deal, and that
There's
for
worse things
that
out there.
for popping a wheelie on a dirt bike without a helmet.
He
All
got-
it was,
he got thrown in
he
jail.
got 2 to 4 years in prison.
And he just got released in April.
2 to 4 years because the DA, like the prosecutors and the defense, were both like, "This is dumb, and he needs to be out of prison."
It's a waste of
That's
time.
Ridiculous. It's a waste of resources.
Yeah,
for
it's a
the
waste of
prison.
money, tax
Ridiculous.
dollars. Yeah.
It's so dumb. And so like both sides are saying this, and so like the DA is saying this, and they actually demanded he get released. The Philadelphia's DA. Oh, that's another thing. So if you don't know who Meek Mill is, he's kind of like at this point like the messiah of Philadelphia. Like he
loves Philly.
Everybody in Philly loves him.
Yeah. Sorry about your Sixers loss, Meek Mill, to my Celtics.
Yikes. So, ooh, that's mean.
Sorry.
So it's low. So the DA's office actually recommended a new trial for Mill, and the Supreme Court in Philadelphia ordered his release in April, I believe.
Yep. I remember when
and-
that was a big thing.
Right. Yeah.
He got like a helicopter came to pick him up.
Yeah,
And
it was
he went to the
crazy.
Sixers game. I remember that. Yeah. Yep.
So, but yeah, so he got 2 to 4 years in prison for popping a wheelie on a dirt bike. Meanwhile, around the same time, Brock Turner, if you remember that guy from Stanford, who, not even allegedly, I think he was actually charged. So like, he like sexually assaulted a lot of people, and then like while they were asleep, and he got 3 months, I believe. And it's like feels a little disparaging. So then, it's all tied at this point to this judge, Judge Janice Brinkley. And this is what's interesting about this whole case is that she actually was the person who gave him the sentence back in like 2008. So this is the same judge that's been with him from the beginning, a decade
That's
ago.
crazy.
And she clearly has shown that she has a bias. Like she's like, again, like 2 to 4 years in prison for that.
Yeah.
And then like after being commanded to let him out, she did briefly, and then they were like, we need a new retrial, and she's like, no.
Yeah.
And that's what we just found out the other day, which means he's probably going to go back to jail for 2 to 4 years, which is just, it's kind of ridiculous.
Stupid.
And so Meek Mills has actually become kind of a voice for, because he realized like, you know, he's in there and he's famous and he's got all these people with very loud voices trying to get him out.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, there are people all over the place that are being wrongly convicted for things, and they don't have anybody trying to get them out.
Nope.
And so he's kind of become a voice,
The voice
for
of the people.
wrong imprisonment. And so and so it's actually really admirable, and he's become kind of a positive voice in the community for it. But it's ridiculous what's happening to him. And his lawyer, who I can't remember his name, it's hard to pronounce, but Tapioca almost.
Sounds like pudding.
Tapioca, something. But he's it's ridiculous what's going on here. So he's got a good legal team on his back at least. But yeah. So
Good luck to Meek Mills, man.
yeah,
That's all you can say.
we'll see what happens because
In time, we'll find out.
yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, like if he's making good changes because of what's
I
happening,
mean, if
to
he's
him,
being positive, then
and he really is
helping
man.
the people. I
How
mean, that's what it's
positive he's been
about.
is crazy. Because again, at the end of the day, like, you know, violating parole is not an admirable thing, but it's also like, again, I looked and looked and looked and could not find what it was that he did to break parole. So it's like very minor issues, which people get a slapper on the wrist for all the time. They don't go to prison for 2 to 4 years.
Right.
So-
So because he's famous, maybe that's why.
No, it's because the judge has actually been quoted, like she's biased. Like she
probably is. She probably
she's got
doesn't
a
like him.
weird thing with him.
Maybe she doesn't like his music.
I don't know. But yeah, so that's one thing about Meek Mill. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll stay positive for him.
Yeah. Good luck, Meek
Yeah.
Mills. We
We
got
got a
your
buddy
back.
Parker down in Temple. Parker and Josh.
Yeah.
down in Temple.
Hey,
so
shout out to Parker and Josh.
Parker
We
and
love
Josh.
you.
Yeah. So we will stay posted on that and see what happens. But next up, though, we're going to talk about Kiko's thoughts. Maybe it's a little more positive. Keep us
Yeah, yeah.
uplifted.
Yeah.
So hit us with them thoughts.
Oh
by Kiko.
man. So obviously we know what's going on with the world. There's a lot of interesting things happen in this world, and my thoughts, my theories are it's the way this can get some, this could get deep. But like people, I believe like reason why people act the way they do is the lack of guidance.
Okay.
I feel like if you don't have guidance, if you don't have that foundation, if you don't know what you want in life or where you're going in life, you can go off, and we have all these issues. People dying for no reason, people getting killed. This young kid who just got brutally
God. I forgot
killed in
about
New
that.
York. This 15-year-old, God bless him and his family, and he was, instead of people helping, people were taking their phones out and recording.
Yeah.
This kid died for no reason. He was, I don't even
We
say he
should
got
probably
murdered.
say-
He got,
no, he got. It was more than murdered.
Yeah, it was
massacred.
it was
awful.
by 5 gang members.
Yeah,
who,
so just real briefly,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we can
go ahead,
tell them
yeah.
in case they don't know. So it was Monday. When was this? Sunday? I don't remember. It was
Recently.
earlier this week.
Yeah.
A young boy, 15 years old, was mistaken
Yeah.
for somebody else.
For someone
like
else.
completely innocent. This kid was like on an honor roll. Like he's on the fast track to become a police officer.
Yeah, he wanted to
actually.
become a police officer.
A
That's right,
Good
yeah.
kid, never been in trouble in his life.
Nope.
Was mistaken for another guy. Apparently, that this group of like gang members had like some kind of beef with
Yeah.
something about family members or something, and so they dragged him out of a bodega, which is basically like a 7-Eleven.
Hispanic store, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah, Hispanics.
I always thought bodega was just a word for
That's where all the
7-Eleven.
Hispanics go, the bodegas.
I just always thought it was like a convenience store.
It is, yeah, but they call it bodegas.
Okay. So they pulled him out of here, like literally dragged him out of this store and just started massacring him.
Yeah.
It was awful.
He was slaughtered like an
truly
animal,
awful. Yeah.
basically.
I mean,
Like,
I
it was just-
refuse to watch the video.
I've
just 'cause,
never-
like, that's awful.
And it's just, it goes back to these, these young kids having no guidance. And they're just, God gives us free will, and it's up to us to make, either we can choose to do good things or choose to do bad things. And unfortunately, the world right now, the people who are living in this world are choosing to do bad things and killing people for no reason, talking bad about people, stealing from people, lying, like all these bad things happening. It's crazy because when I grew up as a kid, the world wasn't like this. And the last, I don't know, 10 years, there's so much negativity out there and so much evil, and it's really sad. It scares me because it's like, why are people like this? Why are we killing people? Why is it okay? Like, basically, these guys played God, and they were like, "You're dying," and they took
Yeah,
away this kid's life for no reason.
Yeah.
Because they mistake him for someone else. Even if that was the kid, why are you killing him? You have no
Yeah.
right to do that.
That's like-
you ain't God.
there
So
was,
leave him alone.
Like Charlamagne on the Breakfast Club
Yeah.
the morning after was like, I mean, a good point. Like he's like, if you're gonna jump somebody, like just do that. Like if you have to be, somebody who's gonna jump people, like
Yeah.
why involve machetes? I think it was.
Yeah, he had a machete. This guy,
Machete
yeah.
is ridiculous. Like why? Why?
Dude, lack of
And it's
lack
like-
of
it's
guidance,
ridiculous.
lack
And
of
so-
knowledge.
And so all 5 of the guys are in prison now. Thank God.
Yeah.
Good riddance. And the gang leader made a statement, and he was like, "Oh, it wasn't supposed to be him. Sorry," which I'm sure has made the family feel great.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's just it's frustrating. And so I have a question though about your point.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you say that? Because I don't know if I agree that it's gotten more violent. I think with the rise of the internet and viral
Yeah,
videos and stuff like that,
I mean, that
I
could
think we
be-
have seen more of it because it is now. You can now Facebook Live a murder, which
Yeah.
has happened.
Yep,
You
dude.
can now Facebook Live a kidnapping, which has happened. You can now like live tweet a shooting, like while someone's an active shooter's in the area. Like we are now in an area where we are almost in an age rather where
yeah.
we feel like we're there, digitally, and so I would say that I think it's more about that is that we're seeing more of it because I mean. Even biblically, like if you read the Bible, like there were some violent times back there. It was like,
Yeah,
all there
no.
really was to do was kill, eat, and procreate.
Yeah.
So like, I wouldn't say that we've gotten more violent as a species. Even like, I think it's just been so
yeah.
publicized now. It's so easy to see it.
No, that's a good. No, I definitely agree with you on that one. I didn't really think about it like
Yeah.
that. I just kind of It's hard to like really imagine like people just killing people for no reason. It kills me to see that. Like literally, like
No, I agree.
why are people doing this? And then obviously, I don't like you just said, the world we live in is all full of technology. Everyone's got smartphones. People just videotape it instead of doing something
Yeah.
about it. Let's record it and upload it. And it's like we need to stop that. Like
Which is really just attributing to the whole like making people feel like they're there and numbing
Yeah.
people to it, really, which is another dangerous thing.
Yeah, it is.
Because I feel like it's important to, where possible, it's important to avoid being numb to it. Which is why like I don't want to see the video. I
Yeah.
have no interest in seeing it. I can imagine it just fine. It's awful. I think it's an important thing to know about, but I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't
no,
feel like
blame
there's
you.
anything positive from watching it.
No, it's
but-
all negativity. It's all hate. That's what it's evil.
Right.
That's what it is. It's these kids who did that. I don't even want to call them kids. they're animals, worse than animals, lower. I don't even know. May God forgive them, but whatever. May God have mercy on them. But they have no guidance, and they're evil people who just did a very evil crime.
It's not even that they don't have guidance; they have the wrong guidance. Because I grew up in the like Montgomery area schools down in Alabama, and we saw a lot of that, like very, very young people whose role models were their older brothers, whose role models were the
Drug
older
dealers and gang members,
whose role
yeah.
models were, and it goes down the line to where it's really, if you can find one positive role model in that, it breaks the chain. It's not that they're bad people; it's that they've become bad people because they're following bad people who weren't bad people, but they followed bad people, and it's this awful cycle that really is so easy to break. It needs
to stop somewhere because all this stuff going around is just nonsense. It's sad that we have to see all this violence happening for no reason.
Yeah,
and we need more. We need more love in this world, like I always say, and I will always say that love will always conquer hate. And people need to start loving and learn that love is powerful.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Which is, I hope that's what we're accomplishing a little bit, or that's what we hope to accomplish.
Yeah, that's our goal.
This whole show
yeah.
is, we want to be positive. I feel like this episode is a little serious, but for the most part, like I want to be a positive net outcome. Like, we can have a couple of lulls here and there where we're not happy-go-lucky, but if you can be a positive voice, if you have a voice, if you can make it positive, then
spread that love, spread that positivity, and make a change in people's lives and do something good.
For sure.
Yeah. Thank you. That was my thought.
That's a good thought. Yeah, no. It's needed to be said.
Appreciate it.
Yes, our thoughts go out to the family of. I really wish we'd gotten his name before we started this. Luis, actually, I think was his name. I don't remember his last name.
No, I don't remember.
Can you pull it up? So real quick, while he's doing that, we'll wrap up because we have hit 27 minutes. Sorry about that. Song of the week, to bring it back to Meek, is going to be "Stay Woke" by Meek Mill featuring Miguel. I haven't got a chance to really dig into the lyrics yet, but he kind of goes into a lot of what he's been dealing with. So it's definitely an interesting listen.
It's a good song.
Yeah. We have it.
Alessandro Guzman Felix.
Guzman.
Guzman.
Yeah, Guzman.
Is it Guzman? Guzman? Is Luisandro?
Alessandro, yeah.
Alessandro Guzman Felix?
Felix, yeah.
All right. So our thoughts go out to his family.
Yeah.
It's awful. So, and the scariest part about it really is the mistaken identity. It could have been anybody.
It could have been anyone. That's right. That's the thing.
He wasn't even in the wrong place at the. No. Well, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, but he wasn't in a bad place. He was at a store.
Right. He was
broad daylight.
He was trying to let somebody borrow $5.
Really?
Yeah, that's his mom sending him down or something like that, and he was helping somebody out, and that's what happened.
I have young cousins. They're getting less young by the day, but it's just scary. It's scary.
It is, man. It is.
So, but yeah, again, the thoughts go out to his family. Good riddance to the
it's bad people.
Yeah.
We'll keep it simple like that.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining us this week. Next week we'll try and keep it a little more positive.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing terrible happens. Also, we will film, like we said, on Monday for 4th of July. Which should keep our spirits high.
Yeah.
Because,
got fireworks.
America.
Yeah. Hamburgers and hot dogs.
Yeah, hamburgers. Oh, we should have those on the show and and chew obnoxiously.
We should do the
mic.
hot dog contest. The
hot dog eating contest?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm going to get at least 3 in before I'm just done and I've had a good meal.
All right.
So
let's shoot for that then.
Let's have a hot dog eating contest with 4.
Okay.
4 hot dogs each.
Yeah.
We'll eat 3.5. So join us for that next week. Again, we're going to be recording at the beginning of the week and of course dropping it at the end of the week. So if anything interesting happens next week and we don't mention it,
we're sorry.
Yeah. We're a lot of time travel happening here.
Yeah.
You know how it works. But as always, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
My name's Trey.
Kiko Fresh.
We got of course Terry in the back and Terry's cloth. Who made that joke? I thought that was really clever. And then we got Tyler on the knobs and my girlfriend. Say hi. She doesn't have a microphone.
She says hi, though.
She says hi.
So, yeah.
And we will see you next week.
Yeah.
Do your We Out thing.
We out. We
out.
out.
We out.
We out.